like a little show and tell or whatever. I'm gonna show y'all some fish that I have that I do use for my show and tell events that I throw for kids. Also, I am sponsored by Toughest Freaking Rods. These are some Toughest Freaking Rods that's back here. We got the Big Fish Energies and we have the composite rods. Put it down and hush. Back up. Put it right there and hush. All right, give me 1 second. Let me share the live out right quick. All right. I'm back. Colin, back up. All right, so these are the Big Fish Energy rods from Toughest Freaking Rods, as you can see. Big Fish Energy rods. These do glow in the dark. This is a 7/6 rod. The reels I really don't use, like talking about it, but this is a pin reel. That's one of my old reels, but I gotta put another reel on here. But there you go. This is the medium heavy.
You can pick that up.
You can purchase these at tfrods.com. Once again, this is another Big Fish Energy 7/6 medium heavy. No, I'm sorry, extra medium heavy. They do glow in the dark. They do like if you leave them out in the sun or in light, that's how you recharge them to glow in the dark. That's another Big Fish Energy from Toughest Freaking Rods. And of course, we have the composite rods. The composite 7/6 heavy rods. Now you can get those rods and reels on tfrods.com and use code 337 Queen. Mullet. Mullet.
Right here.
Thank you.
Mullet.
All right, our first fish is gonna be a mullet. Everybody always asking me what is it that I use for bait, and this is my bait fish. This is my go-to bait. Colin, please go over them. Go. You're making too much noise. This is my go-to bait. So whenever I'm throwing my casting net out and everything, this is what I'm going after. Mullet. So I use these for every fish that I catch. Sharks, alligator gar, catfish, everything that I fish for, I use mullet. Now, I prefer to use old rotten mullet, and that's for my alligator gar. That's simply because I find I catch faster and better on my old rotten mullet than I do with my fresh mullet. But these are my mullet. I always scale my mullet first before I toss it out. I run my leader through the mouth and come out the backside, you know, and let my hook sit in the mouth of the mullet and I toss it out. I always use my mullet as my bait. So this whole mullet right here will be bait. I wouldn't cut them up, none of that. This whole thing, I would use it for one line to fish with. Anybody got some questions about a mullet? In Louisiana, you could, without a commercial fishing license, you could catch 100 pounds a day per person. But that is a mullet. Some people do say they eat it. I don't know nobody in Louisiana that actually eat them, but yeah. That could go back in the freezer. Back in the freezer. Alright, so here we go with the shad. So the shads, I use the shads. Do you fish with weights with your mullet? No, I do not. My mullet is my weight. My mullet is my weight. These are shad. These shad right here, I use them. I usually catch a bunch of them like with my under my commercial license to be able to sell to the crawfishermen, the crabbers, and different things like that. So when I'm dipping with my dip net, I'm catching these right here. That's the shad, which is also the cousin of, give me that, skipjack. Which is the cousin of a skipjack, right? So they really sometimes run together, but these run a certain time of the year, which these run a certain time of the year as well. But when they run together, that's when the Lajon start to roll in, because you got your people that love the skipjack and you got the people that love the shad. Pretty much the shad is more oily than the shad. So this is a go-to catfish bait. So you're like, this would probably be, maybe you could cut this up into like 5 or 6 pieces, you know, and different things like that. But there y'all go. You got the skipjack and you got the shad. Give me that little perch. Give me that. These what my children like to catch. Some little, I guess you want to call them some little perch or whatever. But them little thing like that, I really don't like to catch them. They too small for me. But I really don't have too much to say about these, because I really don't go after these. But I have it, so I'm going to show it. So these right here, how you call it, goggly eye or something like that, because of that little orange dot on the side. But these, they pan fry these. They just pop the eyes out and gut it out, scale it, and they eat it. But they just pan fry these. I got it for my show and tell. My children like to catch them, but I don't. So here you go. I think there's a limit on these. I know this is a game fish. You cannot sell these. So a lot of people be asking me, hey, can I buy some perch? Can I buy some brim? No, you can't. Sorry. I don't sell them. That's a game fish. You're not about to, nah. Give me that eel. All right, y'all. Here we go. So this is an eel. As y'all can see, that's the eel. Almost look like a snake almost. So from what I understand, a lot of people use these for catfish bait up north. But this is an eel. E-E-L. Eel. That's what that is. If I'm eating them, no, baby. This is like, I only save these for show and tell events and stuff like that for the kids. I don't eat fish at all. But this is an eel. You could use them for bait. I used to, like, when I used to catch these a lot, I used to throw them back or cut my line. I really used to just cut the line, because I thought people would say, hey, they electrocute you, but we don't have those in America, from what I understand, the ones that electrocute you. So here you go. That's an eel. All right, you got your largemouth bass. He's still kind of frozen, so I can't really open his mouth like talking about it. But that's a largemouth bass. This fish here, from what I understand, is like a lot of people fish for these or whatever in like tournaments and different things like that. I don't really fool with the bass because I find it's too much work. And I heard it's good eating. I don't know. I never have eaten a bass before, but this is a largemouth bass. And of course it's a largemouth bass because of his mouth. It actually expands more than that, but it's still kind of frozen because he was in the freezer. But there you go.
Oh, and Mama. And Mama.
There you go.
Yeah, and Mama. The stomach is fat. Where shall
Freeze them.
Mama.
Wait, I'm doing something. I'm doing something.
When you touch a piranha with a baby fish come out, its tongue with a bucket.
Okay. This right here is a freshwater drum. So you, of course, you catch these in the freshwater. You got your saltwater and you got your freshwater, but this is a freshwater drum. We call it goofish here in Louisiana. But They eat them. I have tried them before once, and I really didn't like it. It's way too oily for me. It's just I don't know. I didn't. This is the worst tasting fish to me, my opinion. But this is a freshwater drum. Give me this one. All right, so this right here is gaff top catfish. You can't really tell, like talking about. Oh, maybe so. AKA sail cat, because of they call him the sail cat because of this little fin up here. But they're unique with their fins. If he wasn't frozen, you know, you would be able to see like his how cool his little fins are. Let's see. Maybe I could pull them apart. But as you can see, a gaff top catfish, aka sail cat. Now lately, I've been catching them with them little bumps on their head. I don't know if you can see. It look like, I don't know, like cancer. Like these two, like right here. I don't know why. And what that mean, I usually throw them back regardless of if they got it or not. But especially when I see that they have that, I throw them back because I just feel like as if something wrong with them. I tried to research to see why I saw people saying all kind of different things, cancer and all kind of stuff. But here you go, that's the saltwater catfish, aka sail cat. He's still kind of frozen. They ain't gonna really be able to see him like talking about it. He's still kind of frozen. Spray him off a little more. Here. Spray him off a little more. He's still kind of frozen. All right, here we go. Spray him over there. You wetting me. All right, here we go. This like a German carp. So you got your German carp, you got your Asian carp. I find they all the same to me. But here you go. They call them a buffalo or something like that. But there you go. They eat the ribs of these things. Leave it there. So I use these for bait. Yes, I do chop them up and use it for bait. So that's all I keep these for. Really, is for bait and for my show and tell events. Give me the smaller one like that. Put that down and give me the smaller one. Come on, Paisley. There you go. That's a smaller one from what I just showed. Once again, this is bait fish. You can't eat them, but I use them for bait. Here, Paisley. All right, so my go-to fish is an alligator gar. That's enough. That's enough. I said that's enough. My go-to fish is alligator gar. That's what I mainly target whenever I go fishing. But I really don't have no alligator gars to show y'all, but I do have a spotted gar. So you got your alligator gar, you got your needle nose, you got your let me see, alligator gar, needle nose gar, spotted gar. That's multiple different types of gar. Well, this is a spotted gar. Let me see if I can kind of get it into the light where y'all could see how you can tell that it is a spotted gar. Let's see. Y'all see them spots, them circles on his head? Oh, Paisley. Here we go. You see them spots on his head? That's how you could tell that that is a spotted gar. That's a spotted gar. These are hard to clean. I really don't know too many people that eat the spotted gar. Usually we throw them back. I know for sure I usually throw them back. I only kept this one because of my show and tells to show the kids. And I just like how it's just unique how they got all the spots on them. But this is a spotted gar. Their teeth is very sharp, just like the other garfish and things. So yeah. What smell bad? Here, put this down. Put that down and take this one and put it back in the freezer. Put it down. Thank you.
Oh, that's heavy. Is it shark? No, hold it by the mouth.
All right. This is a black tip shark, from what I was told. But this is a shark.
I can't be scared.
Right now, the waters is like extremely hot. Extremely hot. So the sharks are active everywhere. You could catch a shark probably in freshwater right now. They so active right now. But this is a shark. Y'all, I don't know what it is. Whenever you catch these sharks, they got like give off some type of musk smell coming out of their skin. It really stinks. Or whatever when you catch them. But the sharks are super active right now. So yep, y'all swimming in those waters, please be careful. Garfish smell? No, they don't. They smell if you leave them out. Here, Tatoy, put this one back. Okay, I already showed y'all the freshwater drum. This is the saltwater drum. This is a black drum. We call him a big ugly. But this is saltwater drum. So these we do have limits. They just changed the limits in Louisiana. I really haven't looked at them like talking about it because I really don't go after them. I don't target them. I usually throw them back. But this is a saltwater drum, which is the cousin of, give me the big one, which is the cousin of slotted by his tail. Just pull him by his tail.
I started this thing up.
Ah! Which is the cousin of the red drum. Alright, this how you could tell it's a bull red by those dots on the tail. But this is a red drum. This is a red drum, which is a cousin of a black drum. And she heavy. Alright. Woo! They do have limits on them, y'all. Once again, I don't know the limits because they just changed the limits. It's usually you could catch one bull red per person in Louisiana, but now they changed it. I really haven't looked at it. Give me that. The next thing I'm about to show y'all is my PB catfish. Hopefully I catch one bigger soon.
Mommy, it's pregnant.
But this is my PB. I never waited. This is a blue cat. I just kept it because it was my biggest. The rest I threw back. But this is my biggest catfish I ever caught. We don't have no limits on the catfish here in Louisiana. The big ones we usually just throw them back so they could, produce more babies and things. Put that down. I'm not getting it yet.
Ooh. Yeah. Mama. I saw here.
What I store those fish in, my deep freezer. I have 2 deep freezers with just fish. With just fish. Alright. The next one, he's still kind of frozen, but I'ma still show him to y'all. But here you go. A stingray. A nice, pretty big stingray. See that point at the back? That's what gets people and actually hurts people, harms people. But this is a stingray. I was excited when I caught this.
Oh, look at the mouth.
I was excited when I caught that stingray. Go tell them to come put these fish back in the freezer. I was really excited when I actually caught them because I had caught a smaller stingray but I find the bigger one would be better to show to the kids and different things like that. When I do my show and tell events, I like to show the kids the actual fish instead of pictures. So that's why I have all these fish stored. Go tell Derek and Alea, come help put that back. That's why I have all these fish stored.
No, I will touch your bone.
I'm in Louisiana.
Okay, we pick this thing back. Pick this
Paisley,
up.
go do what I said.
Whoop.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta see what the comments. All right, there we go. But there y'all have it. That is a little bit of the fish that I do have. That's what I show at my show and tell events. And I talk to the kids. I usually show the redfish how they got teeth in their mouth. You don't want to ever lip those redfish or those drum because they do have sharp, sharp, sharp teeth. I have a flounder somewhere. I can't find him. I don't know. He just automatically somehow disappeared. But anybody got some questions for me? As everybody know, I am the 337 Fishing Queen. Slide it that way. I am the 337 Fishing Queen from Opelousas, Louisiana. And I do have a commercial fishing license. So when you see me with all those fish and different things like that, either I'm selling it, I'm giving it away, or I'm using it for my jug lines or my catfish traps or something like that.
That is not giving me the phone.
Go tell them get this fish and put it up. I don't take anyone fishing with me as of right now. You threw your fishing rod in the water. Why? I love fishing. I love fishing. Like, that is my therapy. That's why I fish the way that I do. That's why it has become a career for me, because fishing helps me in multiple different ways. I don't eat fish. Go in the house. Okay, go in the house. Thank you for subbing. But I don't eat fish. My favorite targeted fish is alligator gar. That's what I mainly go after. Then next is my catfish. And of course, whenever I'm trying to fish for my alligator gar, of course, I'm always catching bull reds. That's why everybody thinks that I'm always targeting bull reds, but I really be targeting alligator gar. And it just so happened the bull reds grab it before the alligator gar does. My stinky bait that I use stinky bait because of the fact of I know whenever they go after alligators itself and they like putting out the rotten chicken, they catch alligators like that. So my mullet, I usually take them out the night before and let them get stinky a little bit and get soft, and then I take them out and go fish with them because I catch faster with an old rotten mullet than I do with a fresh mullet. So that's how I actually catch all those alligator gar that I actually catch. A lot of people have their preferences. Everybody got their preferences. Majority of the people like fresh mullet. I don't like fresh mullet. I like old, stinky, rotten, soft mullet. The alligator gar pick it up and they swallow it right away. Compared to a fresh mullet, they play with it, play with it, play with it, play with it, and then 9 out of 10 they end up spitting it out or something like that. I lose more fish with a fresh mullet than I do a rotten mullet. What do I use to catch my garfish? Mullet. All my fish, my go-to bait is mullet. Go in the house. Go in the house. Go in the house. Go in the house. Any more questions before I get off here? Once again, I am sponsored by Surface Freaking Rides as well as Monster Rod Holders. So, if you use code 337 Queen with Monster Rod Holders and TF Rides, on tfrides.com, it'll save you 10% off. But those are some Big Fish Energy rides right there, those three. And these three right here are the composite rides. Thank you, Jim. But if nobody have any questions, I'm gonna get up off here. I appreciate y'all coming watch me. Don't forget to go and subscribe. Don't forget to go and like and watch my videos. I appreciate the love. Please share them out. Thank y'all. Until next time. Hopefully we could go fishing sometime soon, but once this weather or hurricane, whatever you want to call it, clears up. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Have a good night.